Now, if you're looking to have a personal movie viewing experience, simulating IMAX-like video quality, we're talking about 800 to 1,000-inch screens, massive, 5K. Well, we're going to be looking at the Goovis G3 Max. This product, combined with the D4 media player, is going to transform the way you consume content. You're going to be able to use this to watch movies anywhere. You're going to be able to use this to connect to your computer. You can connect it to your smartphone. And it also has a D4 media player that we're also going to look at that is Android 11. It comes equipped with Android 11 and Netflix already. So a lot of options here, especially if you're looking to have something that is going to give you that kind of video quality experience. And guess what? It works with people who have glasses because it has all these high-tech knobs on each side that allow it to adjust to your vision specifications. So let's go ahead and check it out. Now, the G3 Max with the D4 player is super packed. We're talking about a unit that's going to have 120 hertz refresh rate. Now, what that means for you and for many of us that are gamers is that you could use this as a gaming solution and connect it to your Xbox, to your PlayStation, to your smartphone, to your tablet, to your gaming laptop, and have a fantastic and amazing video experience because of that refresh rate. You also then have a 5K OLED experience. This is crispy clear, super clear, and you have 3,528 pixels per inch, right? A resolution of 2560 by 1440, and the unit is 95% Dci P3 compliant. Now, one of the things that's really important for me is you all guys know that I wear glasses. So this has a diopter adjustment, right? And you're going to be able to adjust, as you can see here, the sides, right? Each side from -7 to 2D. That is important to me because I don't have to buy special lenses and I can take off my glasses and still enjoy a great video experience with this device without having glasses on. Now, it also has pupillary adjustment, right? So basically what that means is in the inside, and you'll see this right here, you notice how you have these two lenses? Well, all of us our eyes are not in the same place when it comes to our face, meaning that you may have yours a little bit closer to your nose, maybe a little bit further out from your nose, and that adjustment is adjusted with this as well. So you can adjust where, again, where the lenses need to be placed for you to be able to have the best viewing experience. Now, in addition to that, this thing requires no power whatsoever. So you never have to worry about charging this, because if you connect it to your smartphone will charge it and view it as a second monitor. If you connect it to your laptop, it will view it as a second monitor. You connect it to any device that is powered, that basically does USB-C type video, it's going to project on this device. Spectacular. I've actually used this on a plane already and had an incredible viewing experience, super private. But let's face it, I did look like Cyclops from the X-Men. But hey, I was cool with this because I was immersed and I was enjoying this video experience. Now, this also comes with a media player, and this media player is super tiny. It's an Android TV 11 box. Not only can you use this while connected to the Goovis, but you can connect this to a TV set. Now, one of the things that I did, I was recently on a trip. I had my Goovis with me. I went into the hotel room, and I said, I wonder. I took this and I plugged it into the hotel TV, and I had my home viewing experience right there in the hotel room. And again, I could have chosen to use this, but I wanted to see what the experience was working with this. And this worked just like any other Android TV, and that kind of blew my mind. You're talking about Bluetooth 5.0 as well. It does support wireless projection, so you can cast to this because it's a Chromecast device, which means any device that supports casting is going to work on this. Also, if you are consuming content 2D or 3D, it's going to automatically pick it up. If you are feeding into the device, let's say, for example, Blu-ray 3D, it's going to work as well. HDMI 2.1, 4K, Ultra HD. It has a micro SD right here on the side, and you're going to see this in a couple seconds, and it comes with Netflix built in. That's a big deal because a lot of the projector solutions that we may review may not have Netflix built in. This one comes with it ready out of the box. Now, from a Wi-Fi perspective, it also supports 2.4 and 5 gigahertz. So you're going to be able to have this connected to a variety of networks, and it's just an enjoyable experience. Now, let's see what's included with the kit when you pick up your Goovis G3 Max. So first of all, you have a fantastic travel case, and this case right here is robust, crush-proof, and it feels like a premium case. As we open it, what you're going to do is you're going to find some cables here. We have over here a USB-A to USB-C cable. You will also have several accessories that we're going to take a look at here. This is part of the headband, and we're going to put this over to the side. You're going to have the Goovis player right here. You'll notice that you also have a remote, which is also super cool because, again, it's a Android TV box. And we're going to take just one quick look at this. So you'll notice that it has YouTube, Netflix, Amazon Prime, and then also has Disney Plus shortcuts here. But this is, again, going to be a standard remote that is Android TV compatible. Now, in addition to having that case, you basically have a cleaning lens. You have this adapter here, which I'm going to show you how we'll connect this right now. That's going to connect to the TV box via HDMI. And then it's also going to go from here to the actual unit, to the G3 Max. And it also supports power. So if you're concerned about maybe not having enough power or running low on power, you can connect an external power and you can charge the actual player and provide what you need for the headset. And the cool thing about that is that, again, you don't have to unplug it, right? So you'll be able to have it charging as well as viewing what you need to see. I'm going to put this over to the side. It has a short HDMI cable. And just to show you how that's going to work, the HDMI cable is going to go in here, just like this. All right. And then what you have is this long USB-C to USB-C cable. And that's going to get connected into the Max. And it's also going to come over here. There are actually two connectors here. So you'll notice it says this is the charging power port, and then this is the Type-C port that we're going to be using. So I'm going to go ahead and connect that just like that. We'll leave this on the side. Now, you do have some user guides, right? So we have some user guides that are for the streaming box, and then information more about the Goovis. We'll go ahead and put that to the side. Now, let me show you how the media player works here. So we're going to separate it like this. It actually magnetically locks into place, just like that. You basically have your HDMI that you have right here. Now, once you connect the HDMI to the media player, two things are going to happen. First, it's going to provide video, and second, it's going to provide power. So it's going to power up the G3 Max because it doesn't have any kind of battery. And what I've noticed is that the battery life on this is going to be for a couple hours, right? Maybe 3 at max. If I use this as a media player box, as an Android TV box, which I have, I've been able to run this for 6 hours or more playing video content, because when this is connected to a TV or a projector, this port right here is no longer needed to support power. It's just providing video. And because it's not providing power and video at the same time, this little guy here lasts a long time. That was a major surprise for me. Now, let's take a look at the G3 Max. Now, before we connect the G3 Max together, a couple things I want to highlight. You do have a volume rocker, and then you have a brightness rocker right here, right? You have a 3D button here. The actual headpiece is going to go through here, and then you have this rubberized kind of seal here that's going to give you privacy when you put this on. So it's going to kind of block everything out so that you don't see anything. On the sides here, you have the adjustment for your vision. And as you're turning it, you're going to see visually on the screen, like the digital numbers changing, adjusting to your vision. Now over here, this is where you can adjust the distance, right, of the lenses when it comes to your eyes, right? Because some of us, have different shapes when it comes to our head and our eye placement. And you'll notice down here is where you can do the adjustment. So you can be able to shift it left or to the right to make sure that you can see it nice and clearly. And I'm telling you, you see massive, massive screen. I've also used this in the bedroom as, sometimes I am either up late at night or I'm up early, and maybe I want to watch the news, want to watch some YouTube, want to review some of the videos that I've done, and I'm able to do this without bothering Nilda, and she really doesn't hear anything as I'm listening to things because I'm using earbuds, but then also there's no light turning on, so everything is enclosed. Now, if we take this band right here, this is pretty simple to connect. All you do is connect it just like this, and then it's going to slide into place, and then this is what it's going to look like. Now, to remove it, there's a button right here that you press, and then it comes out. But you put it in place just like this. Now, once you've done that, the next part of this process is to connect your Android TV box, and we're going to take a look at this more closely because I'm going to connect it to a projector so you can see how this is a full Android TV box. So here you have the lights turning on, and you'll notice all this stuff going on. If you had an SD here, it will read from an SD, so you can have content there as well. Now, I'm going to go ahead and take this and connect it to this USB-C port. By the way, you do have a aux cable here, so if you want to put wired headphones, you can do that. Now, the one thing that they warn you about this, and this is something that I'll highlight, is that this device does not require any charging. So you don't want to plug in like a charger into this, thinking that you're charging the actual unit because you'll damage it. So I'm just going to plug this in and pop it in. And now what will happen is, as soon as, let me see if I can make this turn on. Yeah. So we'll see how that comes up on camera. Let me see if I can bring that up so you can see that there's some video back there. Can you see that coming up a little bit? So there's video being displayed. So let me show you how this looks on, and I am going to look a little weird. I'm going to take off my glasses, put it to the side, and I'm going to take this and put it on. Now, what I'm being greeted with right now, and I'm taking a look at this, is I have a massive, massive screen in front of me. And what I could do is I can adjust the distance of the lenses to make sure it's in focus with what I'm looking for. And that looks pretty good. And I can adjust the sides here, up or down. And as you're turning them, you'll see like -50, -20, -250. It all depends on what your vision is and how you need this configured. And again, you can just tweak this to what you need. And then I want to say that, yeah, that looks good for me right here. So this is what what the experience is going to be like. I'm going to turn to the right. I'm going to turn to the left. See what that looks like. Now, let's say you're on a plane or you're in your bedroom or you're in your office and you have this connected to your laptop. If you connect it to your laptop, you're going to get this as an extended screen. If you connect this to, let's say, your Samsung phone, it does support DeX. So you'll be able to see DeX in here. And then all you have to do is watch this, flip it up like this, and now you can, interact with the world around you. All you have to do is bring it down like this. And as soon as you do this, it is going to turn on and you can see actually your screen. So right now I see a standard Android TV box with Netflix, YouTube, and some other applications I have. I even have VLC on here because this is supporting everything that you would find in the actual ecosystem that you have in the Google marketplaces. So really, really cool. And now a couple of other things that I'll mention is that if you start playing this as is and you don't have headphones, there are some headphones built in. It is going to be, you're going to be able to hear it, but I find that if you're in a noisy environment or if you're in a plane like I was, it competes too much. So I prefer having my own earbuds in, and then you can connect it to the box, via Bluetooth. So I did that, and that worked really well. I also plugged it in wired, and it worked in extremely well as well. And remember, the wire is going to go in over here, not to the Android TV box, because this is actually, this is like if it was the TV as it's connected right here in this area, and you're watching the media. So super cool and super crispy. I wish I could show you what this looks like because the screen is absolutely gorgeous. Blacks are just deep ink black, reds pop, great saturation, at least the way I like it, and it's an Android TV box. So super cool. All right, guys, so to give you an example of what I'm seeing, I'm actually putting my phone close to the actual screen, and I'm telling you, even my phone is picking up an amazing, amazing image. So I'm going to try to move it to the left or to the right so you can see what's there, and you can see the actual crispiness of the screen through these lenses. I had Nilda checking this out, and she was just utterly amazed by the quality. So once again, let's see if we can get a better shot for you guys to see what's going on inside. And you can see right there, just freaking amazing. All right, so while I'm not able to show you the image inside of the Goovis very well, I wanted to show you what the Android TV box is like. And again, this is full Android TV. You can see here, this is actually that box that I just showed you connected to a ultra short throw projector onto this screen. And you can see this is full Android. Has Netflix, YouTube TV, also has YouTube. If I go into the Google Play Store, it's going to be, the standard Google Play Store that you would find on any Android 11 TV set. If I exit out of this and I go into the settings, you'll see that it's going to have everything that you would expect there as well. So check it out right here. Notice what it says, Android TV OS version 11, latest version of Android. So guys, that wraps up our review. See you in the next video.